Hey water signs, welcome back to my channel. This is Jen with Lighthouse Oracle bringing you the energy forecast for the upcoming week. So this is for all of my water signs, Cancers, Scorpios, and Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So this is all the way till the 14th of March. So whenever you come across this reading, there may be a message for you. So we're going to get started with the tarot cards first. And then we're going to get additional messages and advice from the oracle cards, and we're also going to dive into some charms. So yes, this is the good tarot, but I do link all of the cards that I use in each reading in the description box below, as well as the Amazon link on where to get them. Yeah. Love that. Magician coming through quick with the swiftness. I mean, we are in Pisces season, so heavy water energy. It's a great time to get in tune with your emotions. And you know, your emotions are definitely not a bad thing. They're more or less there to help you manifest the things you want. 8 of Fire, 8 of Wands, very and a lot of action, a lot of energy, very quick change. You're manifesting things quickly if you can align. And this is the message I'm getting the most when I was talking about emotions, is allowing your emotions to, like, working with your emotions to manifest the things you want. It's like your emotions are they can be your best tool or your worst enemy. Yeah. It just depends on how you want to look at it, really. Let's see what else is coming through for my water signs. I'm getting a sense of renewal for all of my signs across the Ace of Water, so Ace of Cups, a new offer of love, self-love. Maybe you're working on yourself a lot. I mean, you should be working on yourself a lot this week and any week and every week. But I feel like you've been wanting to manifest quick change in regards to a renewal of a relationship, or, you know, something to do with love. I love that. I love. Ooh, okay. And then the 6 of Fire, which is the 6 of Wands. So victorious energy. That's beautiful. I love that. Is there anything else? Oh, this is... Ooh, and the Emperor. Okay, yeah. Look at all of this, like, crazy cool. I think this is it. This is beautiful. I like it how it is. Is there anything else, though? No. Okay. Yeah. You are manifesting, like, a true, like, Emperor energy. And I love that the Ace of Cups... I'm gonna move this up a little so I can even these out. But water signs, my goodness. A lot of fire energy and a lot of, I mean, these 3 cards are all fire, and this is water, and this is air with the Magician. The Magician is ruled by Mercury, so a lot of communication. Ooh. So the Emperor is also the sign of, it associates with the sign of Aries, so you may have an Aries that you're trying to manifest into your life. And I feel like this week is going to be a really good one. I mean, in terms of the things that you're trying to manifest, like, things are changing really quickly. So you may feel a bit overwhelmed with how fast things are moving. But what I'm seeing is, like, you know, as long as you allow your own cup to be full, right? Your self-love, right? Continuing to hold on to that pearl of that pearl that is yours, and allowing it to fill up and be abundant, you will be successful in this incoming week with these changes that are coming, because the 6 of Wands is all about, and especially with this being on, like, a ship, you may have travel plans, you may be, like, moving around. Maybe this thing that you're manifesting requires you to make some moves, some sort of move. And I feel like as long as you have this full cup, you will attract these things to you. And the Emperor is that Aries energy, so fire, very strategic, very... I mean, he's an Emperor, so he's, like, like the king, and he's like, I mean, look at him. There's like a lion here. So I'm also just getting like general fire signs too, especially since this particular emperor has a lion's head, so maybe they're a Leo. But my goodness. And there was a little cat fur that was stuck to his card, so cats may be important, but I definitely am getting like 4 water signs. The biggest thing is to keep your cup full. These things can only manifest if you have you see how this seahorse has a hold of their pearl? Have a hold of your pearl. If you feel depleted, if you're feeling, and that's where the self-love also brings about that confidence that I can and I will, that emperor energy, right? The emperor has no doubts about himself when he makes any sort of command, and neither should you. Whether you are trying to, and that's that matching energy. If you want to attract that emperor in your life, you need to have that matching energy to that emperor. And it starts with self-love and self-care, especially with Ace of Cups being in the center of this reading. I definitely see the balancing scales of the things you want to manifest and things that are coming in, and, you know, being victorious in this sort of, I'm getting like diplomatic, but in charge energy, this like boss energy on this side. And it all starts from you. It starts from your cup and your own, you know, seeing yourself as a pearl, seeing yourself as a true gem. And it will bring about this beautiful change. But it looks really, really promising this week. I love this. I mean, like, I'm like speechless, because the Magician is all about manifestations, focused creativity. You know, you are the creator of your reality. You bring about that. You bring about your world, really. And then with the 8 of Fire here, the 8 of Wands, all about that. It's quick action, quick change. You know, I mean, yeah, Panda's kind of a little slow, but he's pretty fast too. He wants to be. And then we have the Ace of Cups, which is all about that, you know, self-love, that full cup of love, that emotional abundance for yourself. And then the 6 of Fire is that victorious energy, that boss energy, that you could definitely be recognized for some really good efforts this week too. Because the 6 of Fire can also mean recognition. Like, you see how all the other hot air balloons is like celebratory, like this hot air balloon is like the biggest one, and there's like a ship with it. So recognition can be coming in towards you. And it also, I'm getting like a separate little side message, like this sense of recognition can be coming to you from an authoritative figure. Almost like maybe a father figure or some sort of like authority type person that can help. It's like boosting your confidence. It's like they're pouring into your cup here. Also, the things that you're creating and you're manifesting that are moving quickly can also pour into you here. So this is, I feel like this could be like an external source of pouring into your cup, but you also have to know that you have this cup to fill, and it's your own cup. And it's okay if it overfills, right? It's better to be overfilled than underfilled. So allow your cup to be full first, and then allow this energy that they bring in to spill out, and so you can give to others without depleting your own energy. So I'm loving that. Yeah, it's beautiful. Also, I keep getting this like ringing on the left side of my ears. On my left side. On my left ear. So, you know, if you get that same ringing, maybe that could be a sign for you as well. But let's look into our oracle cards to see what additional messages are for you water signs. Ooh, that is not my intention. What additional message does Spirit have for water signs for this incoming week? Ooh, that one. This one says surrender to the divine. A full moon. We did have a full moon a couple weeks ago. Last week? No, not a couple. Last week? Last week? Technically last week. But yeah, surrender to the divine. As I said, this is a co-creative process. Your manifestations, well, yeah, you put in the work too, but sometimes we gotta let things unfold naturally. It's kind of like planting a seed, right? You have the biggest will and the intention to plant a beautiful garden outside. You plant the seed, you sow it, you've done this, whatever you do during the seedling stage, and you water it and you give it perfect soil. But it also requires nurturing and abundance from the universe to come in, and the winds and the sun and the rain to that's the co-creative process I'm feeling. Is sometimes storms come in, and there's like heavy, like it's pretty windy right now. So I'm also getting that once you're growing your garden and the things are blossoming, and now that there's pollen on them, right? The wind picks up the pollen and it brushes them off to other places so they can grow there. You see what I'm saying? It's that cycle. It's that ebb and flow of life, of allowing spirit to come in and the divine to come in and allow that energy to pour into you as well, right? It's that external pouring in. It's the external boost to pour into your cup that is already full. And I just want to mention that the cup is already full, or some part full. It doesn't have to be full all the way to the brim all the time. That doesn't mean we don't have bad days. Sometimes we need a drink from our own cup, but it's not empty. I'm definitely just, as long as it's not running on empty, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what other message Spirit has for you, water signs, this incoming week. What advice Spirit have? Well, Spirit's advice is surrender to the divine. You've done a lot of work. And sometimes especially with this Emperor energy here too, I can definitely see this as being I've done all this work. I've been really strategic. I've been trying to, but sometimes the Emperor can also have this very stubborn energy. Why isn't it done by now? It could be from very authoritative to very dictatorial. Dictatory? You know what I mean? I'm getting that cutthroat Emperor, the one that gives, no leeway, that doesn't allow for change. It's definitely hey, my town is flooding. Okay, figure it out. It's what? But the town is flooding, So I'm definitely kind of getting that, need to surrender some part of this, very strict, very brutal kind of controlling, almost controlling the outcome, and allowing some part of that to loosen up, loosen the reins a little. Let spirit, let divine have some fun with it, and let it, let it flow and let it go. That's what I'm getting. So let's see what final message. Yeah. Full moons too. If there's enough there, after this new moon, I believe I read somewhere there's 4 super moons that are incoming. So, very strong, powerful energies coming through. Ooh, okay. Well, I'll take this bottom one. I'll take this one too. Why not? This is a 3 for today. So we have self-sufficiency. This one says, the ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source, and I'm willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. And it's really interesting. See, surrender to the divine, right? And the Emperor, I'm getting that, if you want things done, you got to do them yourself, and a very hyper independent type of an energy here. And that's what I mean by it's co-creative. While you have your own cup, allow others to feed into you, external sources to feed into your energy as well. And of course, you can replace God with, what word feels comfortable for you, whether it's spirit, the divine, or the universe, whatever feels comfortable for you. And finally, we have gratitude. And it says, find just one thing that you feel grateful for right now and let that gratitude pour through your body. It's a healing balm, like the warmth of the sun. So beautiful energies there. And yeah, being grateful for these energies coming in that are like super beautiful and super powerful can help bring more. It's kind of like, the universe gives to you what you give to it. So if you're grateful for these things, these beautiful things that are coming to you, the universe and spirit's just like, hey, we're gonna give her more things to be grateful for. But when we're in this, and I feel like that's why both of these cards came out, because when you feel, sometimes this, self-sufficiency, this, all hyper independence can have spirit think, oh, well, she said they got it on their own, so they got it on their own, I guess. We're just gonna keep going with how they do things on their own. Even though internally, inside your heart, you want, the external help. You want, people to recognize you for your efforts. You want to manifest things in abundance in all areas of your life. And you don't want to be hyper independent all the time. You want to have this collaborative experience, but it comes from this place of being grateful for other people as well that are helping you. It's like, help me, help you, help them, and I think coming from Spirit's advice for you this week is to recognize the places where you can feel more grateful, and recognizing places where self-sufficiency may not come into, may not be of your best interest in sometimes. That it's okay to receive help and love and support from other people and from other sources. Yeah. And sometimes, we can think, well, I don't deserve all this help. I just feel like if I receive this help, then I owe these people something, then I can't, then that just means I can't do it on my own. That's definitely not the case. You can very well do it on your own, and I feel like that comes from a place of, and I also see this Ace of Cups here, especially with this seahorse energy, is like clinging to the one thing that is precious to you. And now not allowing yourself to expand more so you can receive more. Because maybe in the past, you've let it down and people have just kind of thrown your cup around. And I'm getting that, that was in the past. And so because we learned those things from the past, we cling on to it. And Spirit is asking you to, while it's good to have some self-sufficiency, but it doesn't mean to be like, I don't need anybody. It's that balancing act, right? It's like, okay, I'm self-sufficient, but I'm also grateful for people helping me, and, and it's interesting because I'm seeing those, if you're on TikTok or anything like that, there's so much help out there. And, I kind of had this little talk to myself as well. I'm like, oh, I'd love to have my YouTube channel blow up. I'd want, people to recognize me for my efforts. I want to, reach out and be like, hey, can you, make a TikTok about my YouTube channel, or make, a TikTok, a tarot TikTok page to promote my channel and to promote my business. And part of me is like holding back on that because and this is a journey for me too. Part of me is like, well, if I have to, it's almost like a handout, or I'm begging for people to come, but they'll come if they want to. That's what I'm picking up on. It's like, they'll come if they want to. If they don't align with you or your message, then they won't come, and that's up to them. Ultimately, the decision for them to give is from themselves. It's not because of you. Well, it's like inspired from you, but it's not because of you. The action in and of itself is from the other person to exchange the energy from you because they've gotten something in return. Is the reading, is the energy, is the love, is the support. And so surrendering that part to the divine and let the algorithm play, right? See where it's got to go, and see where, all these external resources can help you on your journey. It's beautiful. But let's look into your charms now. The dealio. I have my little tray, and let's see what the incoming energy for water signs is. Incoming energy for water signs. Oh, that is not a lot. That it like slipped through my hands, and I was like, oh no. And okay, so 10 completion. 10 resembles, and especially with this being in the money, I'm getting a 10 of Pentacles. So it's interesting because I rarely think of that, but signs, synchronicities, intuition, right? So 10 of Pentacles is material fulfillment and material abundance, and it's like allow yourself to be materially abundant, because sometimes too is like, oh, if I take all this help and if I take all these external resources, someone else out there needs it more than I do. And sometimes we have to remind ourselves there is always enough. There is more than enough abundance to go around. Not everybody wants the exact same things, right? Not everybody wants the exact same shoes, the exact same car, the exact same make and model. Yeah, a lot of us want, a lot of money, but not everybody wants a lot of money, So every person is a bit different. And so all of your desires and intentions and the things you want to manifest are available to you. You just have to believe that they are too. And so the 10 of Pentacles is, asking you to come. I mean, this week you can be incoming with a lot of abundance as well. Oh, that's cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have quite a bit of charms in here, but this little bunny came in the earth sign reading. So if you have some earth signs in your chart, I would recommend going to watch that. But look at, okay, yeah, oh my gosh, I was thinking of this charm when I drew this card, because look how similar. This little bunny holding on to the little pearl. And it's funny because I was like, oh, this kind of goes in line with the earth sign reading I was talking about, but it was like the charms portion, so I didn't bring it up. But so if you have earth signs in your chart, I would definitely recommend watching the earth sign energy forecast. It's just as beautiful. I don't remember it anymore, but I remember the feeling. It was a good feeling. So I saw this as the 6 of Cups in that reading, and it's that, bringing that childlike wonder, treating your inner child as like that pearl. You're very precious. I'm getting like that precious energy, that childlike energy. I mean, like the little bunny's got a little bow, a little pink bow on him. This is so cute. And with this being, I feel like bringing more of the sweetness into your life, and being grateful for the sweetness that does come into your life will bring about more of that energy into your life. And also there's this happy charm here too. So maybe there's some travel plans that you have coming up, but you got to be happy. There's a TikToker that I don't even remember his name right now, but he says, you got to be happy. And he's like, let's go. And I don't remember who he is, but he's amazing. And, it's that bringing that childlike kind of happiness back into our present. I mean, if we really think about it, things were just as fucked up back then as they are now. Side eye. But when we were kids, we didn't absorb so much of that, right? We just found different things to play with. We, maybe we grew up in strict households, but we still found things to entertain us in the meantime and found ways to be happy. And I feel like we're searching for more things to be happy. So we don't even need a lot of charms, but that is what I have for you. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the reading here. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. If this reading resonated with you, let me know in the comments what you think. All of the decks and other things that I use, like this little box I bought on Etsy, are listed down in the description box below if you want to check that out. I am still postponing the energy check-ins, but I do plan on doing different readings, different collective readings in the week frame. I just have a job. I have a day job that I would love to replace with this full time in the future. So yeah, I hope that this brought some clarity. I hope this brought some, I really hope that this reading brought a sense of hope, because it's bringing me a little bit of hope, and I hope it brings you some hope. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it resonated, and I hope that you have a great week ahead. It looks like it. And yeah, I hope that you come back and see me in another reading. And that is it. Okay, take care, water signs. Bye.